You're watching City Channel 4, your window to our community.
There's two things that I've learned in my life. A few more, but two basic things. Good change usually comes from the bottom up, not from the top down. And the second thing that I've learned is that there is strength in numbers. Both of these point in one direction, and that direction is solidarity. Our union, our communion with one another gives us strength to organize and to make things better for everyone. This in a time in which some speak of fear and changing political climate. But I am hopeful, and I am hopeful because I think it will serve to better define who we are. And that is people who seek the same values as all Americans: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I stand before you rich in the tradition of the Judeo-Christian tradition, and I stand before you as a Christian, as one who considers himself a servant of Jesus, who quoted the Jewish scriptures all the time. Love one another as I have loved you. And so whatsoever you do to the least of my people, you do unto me. In the meantime, I think it is a blessing that we are able to break bread together and that we are able to stand with one another and to keep working for the safety and the good and the prosperity of all. Shalom. Salam. Peace be with you.
Now I'm going to turn it to Muhammad Khalil.
Hello everyone. This is Muhammad Khalil Al-Risha, one of the leaders of the Sudanese community in this area. In our religion, the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing upon him, said, he has not thanked the God who has not thanked the people. I would like to earnestly thank you for being here and for your participation. Words cannot express how delighted I feel that you are all here together. Smiling and catch up with each other to celebrate our unity through diversity. The members of a family, if they support each other and take care of each other, they live happily. Then, when the people in a society live together in peace, social progress quickens. Eventually, the unity brings wealth and prosperity to a nation. We united to stand, divided to fall. These words here are metaphorical. To stand, to succeed, to fall, to fail. And the importance of unity cannot and never be overrated. Little drops of water make the mighty ocean, and little drops of sands make this vast world. Last but not the least, in our mutual kindness, compassion, and sympathy, we have to be just like one body. When the limbs suffers, or when the one part is ill, the whole body responds and shares with it, with sleeplessness and fever. Thank you again. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you again at the next Our Unity soon. Thank you.
My name is Mohammed Ahmad. I'm a member of the Sudanese community. I would like to thank everybody here for coming. This actually shows the unity of the Sudanese people and the American people of Iowa City. And I would like to say thank you also for Mr. Rock Nicole, who invited this crowd here to know each other and to know about the cultures of each other. And we would love to see this happening again, maybe in the next month or the next couple months, and invite even more people. As you all see, there's a lot of people here, but there's not a whole lot of seats. So maybe next time we can find a larger place to gather and bring more people and more food there. And on behalf of the Sudanese community, I would like to thank all of you. And I would like to send a special thanks to the people at the city council level and at the Johnson County for their support to the crisis that we went through during the Trump days or the election days. Okay, and thank you again.
And now we have Dr. Greg Scholl, the West High School principal, would like to say something to everybody here today.
I'd like to thank the Sudanese community for inviting all of us here and for putting on such a great event. So I think a round of applause in store for everyone up here. It's an excellent event that they've done. So it is so great to see such a vibrant sense of community that exists. I thought that it only existed at the West Side Cafeteria, but I see that it exists right here, just like the West Side Cafeteria. So I just have a very brief remark to make, and that really comes from the fact that all Americans have an immigration story to tell. They have an immigration experience. Mine comes from my grandmother. 1907, she was 3 years old. She came with her parents to America, and they settled in the shores of the Mississippi in Muscatine, Iowa, of all places. They didn't know the language. They dressed kind of funny, and they were not immediately accepted by the locals who had been there for a longer time. And make matters worse, less than 8 years later, there was a war with America, with the country they came from. which happened to be World War I. And so it was a tough row in some cases. And one thing that I know that helps a community have a community come together is having this sense of community, of having an area or a place where you can greet and meet and share your culture with the other larger cultures that are surrounding you. So this is what you're doing here. The last thing I'd like to say is that the schools are a place for our cultures to come together and for us to learn from one another. They're also a place for your sons and daughters to be able to express themselves and to feel safe about their identity, no matter what their identity is. So I just encourage you to support your kids as they're going through school. Work with all the principals as we run into issues that we want to help solve, because we want our schools to be representative as like this room right here, and be a very positive experience for everyone. All right. So now that I've been told how to talk into this microphone, I'm finished with my remarks. But again, I thank you for the time and for putting on this beautiful event tonight. So thank you very much.
Salam alaikum. I got to know many members of the Sudanese community about 3 years ago, and I'm telling you, in my experience in Iowa City, that was one of the transforming moments of my time here in Iowa City, when I got to meet this beautiful community of people that had come from the Sudan, and they had made Iowa City home. And that's where we've been, but I'm so hopeful for where we are going. We are not only going to have the Sudanese that have come here before, but many others will come here and they will call Iowa City home. And I want to extend my welcome to every single member that comes to this community. You belong here. And unity for us does not mean that we all act alike, that we all talk alike, that we give up our culture. That is not what unity means. Unity means that we stand together, shoulder to shoulder, to recognize every single person in this room's God-given right to preserve their culture, to preserve their religion, and to preserve their cultural heritage. And so, with all the negative energy that we've had in these last couple months, what if right here in this room, right now, we offered another story of what this country is about? It is about welcoming people from throughout the world. It is about celebrating our difference. And it's about learning our cultural story and language that you all have to offer us. And so from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank the leaders of the Sudanese community. You inspire me. I'm hoping that I'm going to learn more Arabic words. Right now I'm limited to 2. But thank you so much, and do stay tuned, because it's my hope that this will be the first of many events. Some may be smaller, some may be at the size of Kinnick Stadium, we don't know. But I think the sky is the limit, and so I hope tonight that we break bread, that we share stories, that we get to know one another, and that we celebrate this wonderful community that we all share. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rockney. Now I'm going to turn it to Carla. She has some ideas and she would like to throw it to the community. Direct to the microphone.
Salam, everybody. Buonasera, and whatever language I have. My name is Carla Pacciotto. I'm a professor of English as a second language and bilingual education. I'm a resident here, and I've been having this wonderful time working with the Sudanese community, trying to organize an ESL program for children, for school children. One of the concerns of these very committed parents is their children succeed in school. And in spite of the fact that there are very good programs in the schools, there's never enough time in the schools to provide support for English development. So we have a sign-up sheet up front for whoever would like to volunteer. We so far haven't been able to find a location, so we would like also suggestions for a location. We would like to have 2 or 3 rooms where we can host groups of students, but also we need volunteers. And our idea is to have one-on-one or a small group tutoring, and we will offer also some training.